Hey, what's up everyone? Ian here from Droid Mania, back with another case review after a much needed vacation. Thanks for sticking around. So without further ado, let's get to it. Now that we finally got this premium looking glass and metal device from Samsung, it only makes sense that we cover it up, right? And just as many of you may know, Spigen has been one of the top viewed and sought after case manufacturers by consumers, and this Neo Hybrid, although it's not new in terms of build and design, has been made available for the Galaxy S6. But before we get started with the official review, let's just get one thing out of the way, and that's the pricing. I typically purchase my Spigen cases from Amazon, and they run about 20 bucks or so, maybe a little more. So I've never really had an issue wondering if it was real or fake, although there is a certificate here in case you're wondering. Now this case does come with a screen protector, but I won't be using that. I'll be installing a tempered glass protector since I've graduated, so make sure you come back to see the video on the install for those. Before I put the case on the phone, let's just take a quick look around. All the cutouts seem precise, and we've come to expect that from Spigen. It's got metallized buttons for the volume up and down and power. Up top, there's a cutout for the IR blaster and your noise cancelling microphone. Lastly, on the bottom right, you've got some nice Neo Hybrid branding, all typical Spigen things. This particular case is a two-part case made of a flexible TPU and a polycarbonate outer ring. It's thin, and Spigen boasts shock-absorbing corners. But you can be the judge of that because I, for one, don't plan on dropping my phone. Installation is rather simple as long as you separate the two parts of the case, insert the phone into the TPU bumper, and then add the outer ring. Now the fit is going to be quite tight once you install this case, so you might not want to remove it. And I'll say one thing, despite the polycarbonate not being metal, I think it still looks quite nice, and definitely doesn't feel cheap. Now as I mentioned earlier, all the cutouts are very precise. The buttons for the power and volume up and down are very responsive and tactile. Up top there's plenty of space so that you can use that IR blaster. On the right hand side you've got the power button, and it works just as you'd expect it to. Coming around to the back of the case, you'll notice that it's completely open. I'm not quite sure how I feel about that, because when I purchased this case I thought there'd be something in there, but I guess it is what it is. You'll also find that there's some Spigen branding located on the back, which I think is a nice touch. Subtle? Maybe, maybe not. For those of us that like to lay our phones on the table, there is a 1.2mm lip that's raised on both sides of the phone so that it doesn't sit directly on that surface. And of course, I'm going to have my tempered glass screen protector there, and I suggest that you do the same. So what's the verdict? Overall, I'm very pleased with the quality of this case. Would I recommend this case for the S6? Yes, but only on those days when you want style and fit over total protection. So if you're going to cover up your phone, what do you go for? Protection? Style? Price? Something else? Leave your answer in the comments below and I'll get back to you over the next few days. Okay, so there you have it. If you've enjoyed this video, then now would be the time to rate and comment. And if you're new to the channel, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button for more content like this. As always, I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one.